Probably be a good idea to have a mic on. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hopefully good. Let's see. Guys, let me know if you can hear me and see me, because I forgot my mic until the last second. Usually I have these things on well in advance so that it doesn't cause any issues. So let me know if you can hear me. Let's see. Are we talking through this one? Yeah, yes we are. Loud and clear. Perfect. What's happening, y'all? Happy Wednesday. I got my Prusa gear on today. Check this out. Boom, boom, boom. Time to show for Prusa, right? Man, I swear I get called a shill at least once a day nowadays. What's happening, Phil Thurston? What's happening? Petty Rockspin. What's up? What's up? Wick Central. Dennis. Another CG. Balint. Tulsa. What's happening? Good morning, Balint. Where are you from? It's a good old 9 p.m. here. Print them if you got them. That's right. Hungry. Nice. Cool. Now I'm hungry. That's a horrible dad joke. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Today, where is this music coming from? You guys hear the music? I feel like it's like blasting me to the point where I can't concentrate. 3 a.m. You, sir, need to get to bed. We're all chitty chill, yeah. Right? What's up, Helix? How you doing? I don't know. Yeah. One, guys, I'm excited about more printer mods. Like, there was a printer race. There's still another printer race going on right now. There's going to be another printer race after that one. But there's also an interesting market for upgrades for current machines. And that I really enjoy. I don't remember who started it, but I totally dig it. I love the fact that we can kind of upgrade our machines. Prusa has been doing it forever. If you got the Mark 1S, you get the Mark 2S, Mark 3S, Mark 4S, so on and so forth. So, and then we actually upgraded my MK4S to the Core 1. So today's stream, we're going to be upgrading the Core 1 to the latest Core 1 Plus. So we will explore together what that entails and what that even does, because honestly, I don't even know. I also have the Buddy camera, which seems interesting. I didn't realize it was completely like a separate ecosystem. So that's interesting. No, driving a train. Listen, that's not something you hear every day. Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Not much turning going on, huh? If you don't mind me asking, I don't think I've ever talked to I guess you're a train conductor. I've never talked to one. What's it into? Give me like a couple, like a sentence or two of what's involved in driving a train. Like I'm assuming you have control of acceleration, deacceleration, or is mostly everything automated, and are you just watching systems? Let me know. I'm actually legitimately interested in that. That's cool. Do you have a 3D printer in your train cabin? Another great question. Coal-fired? Another great question. I think we're gonna have to have like a sub-stream of talking about trains. Right, exactly. Crosswalks. Yeah, there's gotta be 3D printer truckers. Gotta be. Oh, one thing I didn't think I did. Did I pin the giveaway? I think I did. I just didn't open it. Guys, as usual, you can see right down here, we do have a filament sponsor for this stream. And what that means is at the end of the stream, Polymaker, our sponsor, gives away some filament to you guys, which is really cool. So If you jump in, there's 6 people already in there. Whether you're on Kick, on Twitch, or on YouTube, you should be able to find a pinned comment. Click it and get to a gleam.io link. It'll look like this. I always forget that like I can just show you the browser. It'll look like this. And you just sign in. There's 6 people already entered. And at the end of the stream, which is usually around 2 hours, could be a little sooner today, depending on how crazy things get. I can give away some filament. Doesn't matter where you are. They tell me they can ship filament anywhere. So thanks, Polymaker. The upgrade turns a Prusa into a 1300 Flash Forge AC585X. Come on now. There are signals, semi-automated driving, but no 3D printer. So you got to step up. You got to step up to the 3D printer. Bring something portable. Maybe something that will fit into a filament box. And you can be the first 3D printer train guy. So, Iceman, what's happening? So, okay, so you're basically signaling. If you're, I'm assuming, outdoors. I mean, it could be you're in tunnels. But I'm assuming you're also signaling there for crosswalks, that kind of stuff. And it's semi-automated, which means I'm sure it's plotted to a certain degree, but you can always override in case there's something crazy going on or whatever. Or there's weather, whatever it is. Kind of cool. That's a cool thing to say. I drive a train. So here's one more question while we have you. How long... Like, I know, obviously, you could be anywhere doing this. How long is a typical, shift of driving a train? Do you have a long route, or do you have a bunch of short routes? Because I know stopping and going is not. Well, I guess it depends on what kind of train. I'm sure it takes some time. As you can tell, I'm somewhat interested. That's funny. Hit the like button. I agree. Do they ship to Antarctica? I was told anywhere. So I'm gonna say yes. Otherwise, they would have told me, no here, no there. So, and with a single color. Well, no, they have MMUs, guys. They have MMUs. And it's getting better. It's getting updates. There's lots of community stuff that makes it significantly better. So, Moon soon. That's coming soon. Hey, Maker Viking, how you doing? All right, guys, first things first, some channel updates. One, I printed this thing for my daughter, and it's phenomenal, and I want to share it with you guys. This is a card shuffle device, where you had to buy a couple pieces of hardware, some rubber, rubber O-rings, and, of course, some bearings. But it's such a beautiful and cool piece. I want to share that with you. So we'll share that with you. And then also, I want to update you on my personal project that you guys will probably see a bunch of, even though it won't get much attention on my channel. And that is my PCBWay order and what I did with the order. So this is my reverse engineered and custom designed Game Boy macro shell. This is printed in their transparent resin, along with my bumper on the bottom that's magnetic. And the back is printed in 3D printed aluminum, which is phenomenal. So we got metal on the back, plastic on the front. That's one option. The second option is going to be this. I don't have magnets in the bottom yet, and it doesn't have any components, but the second option is the opposite, completely transparent back, so you can see all the electronics. You can see my logo through there. And, of course, the 3D printed aluminum front, which is phenomenal. And I have one more set to make a fully aluminum one and a fully transparent one. I just think there's something about this. Obviously, this doesn't have LEDs. It's not fully built. This is just a mock. Very, very excited. There's still a bunch of work to do. I actually noticed that I made a mistake in the design when redesigning this for metal printing. When I was cutting the threads, I guess I messed something up, and there is a piece where the screen typically sits that doesn't have its recess anymore. So I'll just be taking a Dremel to it, but that also means that my transparent pieces like this will have a very clear marking down here. So a bit of a bummer, but that just means it gives me a chance to improve it and make it better. And PCBWay just straight up crushed it. So this might give you a little bit of a window as to why I had any kind of relationship with PCBWay. You know, I've been working on this for well over a year, and it's pretty close. All I need now is time and opportunity to do it. This was me just test fitting some hardware. I broke this cover, unfortunately, trying to get some hardware in there. But one thing that I'm going to run into immediately is that the 3D printed aluminum touches a lot of the PCB. So everywhere where it touches, I have to insulate it. So I have to come up with some kind of interesting way to insulate the inside of the case, or every place where it touches, especially like this, for example, everything gets installed into the front of the case. So that's definitely a problem, and I'm not even sure how I'm going to tackle that. I have a feeling that I'm going to be buying a lot of fuses because every time I boot this thing up, I'm going to pop one. So we'll see. I don't have any LEDs that I plan on putting in here, but man, this is the screen switcher version, as well as the magnetic. So you can put your cart inside of this, or if you don't want your cart, and you just want to play with an R4 card, it looks like this. And then it has it has magnets built in, and these things strap on so that your cart doesn't end up sticking out like this. So this is how it works on the original DS, Nintendo DS. So on mine, you put your cart just like this into, whoops, this way, just like this into our bumper here. Slide that in, and then you install it, and it gets held in with magnets. And now it doesn't snag your pocket anymore and makes it much easier to hold. So a little bit more ergo. So yeah, this is something that I've been working on for well over a year. And I can finally relate it back to 3D printing and a really cool service. And just, I'm super excited for it. Hopefully you guys find that cool. So a little sneak peek about that. That's my Game Boy macro. There's 3D printed versions of this case already available if you guys want to make your own. Oh, man, that was fun. Let's see. Let me catch up with chat real quick. Looks so good. Thank you. I appreciate that. How much was that print by PCBWay? So I don't remember the individuals, but I got a couple of the metal aluminum prints, all 3 pieces, and then I believe 3 pairs of the transparent, or 6 pair of the transparent. I don't remember, but that was, what was it, around $300, a little over $300 for one-off units. Pretty amazing. I did run into some shipping issues, but that wasn't PCBWay's fault. That was the fault of the tariff situation that was going on at the time. I don't even think it's in place anymore. It got held in customs for quite a bit, so we were delayed by well over a month. But yeah, that's unrelated. So yeah, the price was like I say in my ad. Like, I know it's an ad. I get it. You guys don't trust ads on YouTube, and you don't even trust YouTube, which is fine. But yeah, my ad is legit. I'm not even BSing you in it. Like, their prices are surprising. Kapton tape, that's my current plan. I also ended up buying like a really thin, here, I'll show you. Like a really thin strip of tape that has foam. Like, it's super, super thin. You can't even see it really. But it's essentially a tiny piece of flat foam. So I was thinking of adding these anywhere where it touches. And just seeing kind of how it goes. I bought that for screens, but I think it'll work for everybody. So, HB tape. How long is the shipping? The shipping was not that bad. My problem was customs. If on a budget, I used 2 layers of Captain Crunch cardboard. Cool project. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's, it's one of those things where this is like in the niche of a niche of a niche of a project. But I am like infatuated with it, and I know I at first I cared that if people liked it or not. but I'm far beyond that. I don't care. Like, I'm so happy that I was able to design this thing in CAD from a bunch of measurements and my ideas, and the fact that I have several versions of it, and I was able to improve on it and make a version 2 with more features and like hacks to make the 3DS better. I mean, the DS Lite better than the original. So I thought that was cool. You know, you guys might not be able to see it because of the printer. Yeah, there's a printer in a way, but I have an entire collection of handhelds. I'm obviously addicted. Anyway, that's number 1. Number 2, here, let's do this. Number 2 is the shuffle machine. Midetoyo calipers there, Feder? I don't have... No, they're not. I don't have branded decent calipers. I actually have some pretty low-end calipers. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I do use them a lot. So maybe that's incentive right there, you know? All right, so check this out. This is really cool. This is like an engineering thing that I just want to give props to the designer for. So this is, you know, we play a lot of card games at the house and board games and such, obviously, right? But check out this incredible design. So I ended up using the A1 Mini to print the metallic pieces here with the weights. I ended up using the black, transparent, glittery filament on the H2D, and then all of the copper was on the X1C. So this was a full-on bamboo job. And yeah, there's this lovely crank. The gearing direction you kind of see here, that's in the direction you crank at. And when you crank it, there are these O-ringed barrels that push cards into the center. So check this out. Here's how it works. So I have a Eminence card deck here, which is beautiful. Can't even buy these anymore. Brand new deck. So just so you know, and as you know, brand new decks, nothing is shuffled in there whatsoever. So what you do, you split it in half, put the cards in just like that on the sides, take the weights, put them on the cards just like that, and then you look at the gearing and you spin it into the same direction as the gearing, and check it out. There we go. We're done. Pull this out, and you have your fully shuffled deck. I see we have a couple issues over here. That's kind of funny. Hasn't happened before, but maybe it's because it's brand new, super slippery, unbent cards. Here, let's try it again. Let's cut the deck. Right there. One there. Put some weights. I think one fell in even. One there. Yeah, these are super slick when they're brand new. All right, and then let's do it again. Looks like a couple. If you kind of stop and don't consistently do it, a few fall in opposite direction. But I printed the slightly taller one. The original one is much shorter than this because we play a lot of card games that involve a ton of cards. So I just thought that was just absolutely cool. If you wanted to, you can store your deck of cards right there in the top in the storage for the weights. But they kind of go like that. I just thought it was beautiful. The only downside, like I said, is it uses kind of proprietary bearings and screws and O-rings from Maker World. Like, you can order the kit, and it was about $18. Which to me was worth it. But if you wanted to source your own hardware, you'd have to do that. You'd have to think about it. They obviously give you all the measurements. And Bamboo Lab actually shorted me one O-ring, so I had to find my own. Luckily, I have like an O-ring kit. I just thought that the design of this thing is just absolutely beautiful and timeless. And this is something that you can have on your shelf for pretty much ever, even if you don't use it that often. So yeah, if you guys type in card shuffler, I'm sure it'll come right up. It's just really cool. Trade your chitty box for a set. There is so much controversy around the Chitty box. It's kind of annoying. I get it. I hate it when people have issues. With the things that work perfectly for me because I can't really be much of help. So, yeah, super smooth motion. Rocking a hat on stream. You know what's interesting? I never wear hats, like ever. I never wear hats. But I was over there turning the lights on, and he was wearing the hat, and I'm like, you know what? I put on the Prusa themed shirt. I might as well go all the way. I also never wear hats backwards, but I'm like a fat Fred Durst. Have you seen my teardown video of the first gen? I have. I skipped through it because I was in one of those pissed off moods. But yes, I have, and I wanted to do a comparison, but someone else just recently did one, so because I have both. And the first one gets fixed mostly by the second version of the what's that thing called? The buffer. It needs a buffer. It needs that extra pressure from the spring. Yeah, I skipped through it a bunch. Like I just went through just to see through the details. I did it all for the Chitty. Yeah, that's what my comments say. That I just did it for the printer. Anyway, I thought this was cool. I wanted to share it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me just chuck it back here. I did receive a new Halo X1. I think it's called Halo, but maybe it's a silent T from Creality because mine had an issue. So we'll be able to get back into that. That's actually why I don't have the transparent resin case, because I was gonna make it myself, but you know, it is what it is. All right, why don't we get into this, right? Let's see what's inside of here, and let's get this stuff installed, because I actually don't know. So we have here the $10 Prusa Core 1 Plus upgrade, and of course the $44 Buddy 3D camera for Prusa Core 1. I don't know which one we should do first. I don't think it actually matters. It's an awesome model. Yeah, it does have the antique vibes. And depending on what colors you print it in, it also gives you different vibes. Like, I've seen it look much less old-timey, depending on the colors. But I decided to kind of go with that, like, steampunkish, vibe. Hey, Reprinted, what's going on? What's going on? How you been? All right, so let's see what we got in here. Hey, the taco guy, what's up? Oh, Leo trying it? Nice. I kind of miss Voron content, can't lie. So we have a Core 1 Series spool holder and an O-ring. I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. What is a Core 1 Series filament spool holder? All right, I see some kind of quick release mechanism here. And then O-ring. What's the O-ring for? I'm guessing here. Does that seal it? And there is a large opening here. Does that just... Does this one spin like that? No, the old one does not spin like that. How is the old one attached? It's hardware? Oh, the old one comes up, doesn't it? Or to the side? No, the old one is attached with hardware. So, that's fun. Hey, camera. Oh, that's the wrong camera. So yeah, I don't know what that's all about. I guess we'll figure it out. Oh, we have to attach it. I found it. Core 1 Plus printed parts. All right, so this is it. You attach this onto where the current one is, and then you have yourself one of these. Ah, okay. Cool. I understand now. So this just makes it so that you can lock a filament in place. I'm guessing. What's the benefit of this? The old one usually does pretty good, but we will find out. So we got that. There's a filament sensor body. Oh, right. The filament sensor was improved as well. This whole thing. Okay. There's a cool little plus right there. So we'll mess with this thing. So this is just the body. So the internals are still the same, huh? And then this is an interesting little spot here. This is printed in PC, it looks like. This is PETG. Here's another interesting little piece. This looks like some kind of arm or trigger for something. And once again, I'm not sure what that is, but cool. Puck. Don't see a puck, but that's all right. All right, so that's what we got here. There's actually a bunch more little stuff. What's this? Core 1 upgrade stickers. Important. Do not throw away. That is important. What a bag for that, though. Let's see what we got. Do we get a plus for the door? Yep, so this is a plus sticker for a plus. And then, of course, a serial number. Cool, serial number that says Prusa Core 1. All right, that's fun. Nice little touch. Steampunk, yes. There should be another new base for that. Yes, sorry, I wasn't looking. Yes, there is. Found that out. Look at that. They give you little instructions or what? Yeah. Product installation, official manual. Go here. Okay. All right. Simplified declaration of conformity. Holy moly. Thank you. All right. It's basically just saying read the instructions. And then here we have some hardware. M3 washer, M3 by 10 screw. There's a black screw and then a nut. Are the gummy bears? No, so this is not the plus size, unfortunately. And there's no... I don't have the plus. This is for the regular one. Alright, so just some hardware in the typical Prusa hardware style. Alright, that's what's in that box. And then here, we have the Buddy 3D camera with a little doggo on there. A little puggo. Hey, stay creeping. What's happening? Alright, here is the camera. Oh, there's more stuff in there. Alright, so it looks like it's printed in PC. Is that a speaker? Okay. That's the infrared. There's USB-C on the side here. And then we have a little spot. Okay, we have a little button and a spot for an SD card. Little lens cover. Okay. Something loose in there. Is that like a sensor? Something definitely loose in there, so we'll see. If it works, I'll leave it. Otherwise, you guys hear that? Something in there. All right. Let's see what else we got. We got a cable. It looks like a nice braided cable. What's this? Here's another sticker, a sticker setup. Okay, another one of these stickers. So is there a spot on the back, I'm guessing? For serial numbers? There is. Okay, so we're gonna have like a little collection. This way, camera. No need to be on my staircase. Cool. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take this out. And I'll put it with the others. So that they're in the same spot. Alright, and then I believe there's another non-instruction manual. Alright, so there's Wi-Fi antenna, indicator, light sensor, reset button, speaker. There is a speaker. Why is there a speaker? Click on the camera tab. Oh, okay, so this one is actually instructions. Install and connect the Buddy 3D camera for Prusa Core 1 to your printer following the assembly instructions available at the link provided in the introduction of this manual. Log into your Prusa Connect account. Select the printer from the list in which you want to assign the product. Click camera. Enter login credentials for the Wi-Fi network you want to connect the product to, and click on Generate QR Code. The maximum supported SSID name is 26 characters. Okay, put the product into pairing mode by pressing and holding the reset button for 1 second. Pairing mode is indicated by the intermittent double blinking of the LED and audio signal. Aim the camera lens at the generated QR code from a distance of approximately 50 cm. Interesting. Successful code scanning is indicated by slow LED blinking and an audio signal. Well, that's going to be fun. All right. Let's try it. Firmware update. Okay. All right. That's cool. All right. We'll leave that out. I don't know what I expected, but that wasn't it. So that is what it is. Hey, Kenneth, what's happening? Tink Live, what's up? What's up? AWZ K2 Pro Streamer, of course. What's up, Kevin? How you doing? Numeric, fix him, dude. Fix him, dude. Diablo Spawn. Did you guys, somebody come in here? I don't have those things set up, guys. I didn't have a sound or warning, nothing. What's happening? Pez Liz, how you doing? Critter. 3D Master, what's up, everybody? Hey, Stephen Poole's here. What's up? Clown Hammer. Good name. Pezla's Raid. Thank you. So Kevin is my manual raid raid monitor / alert. That's funny. I even my chat's broken at the top. Look at the top. What a horrible streamer. It's the red hat. No, man. It's the orange hat. Come on, let's be real. Look at this. Boom. Boom. It's because I'm wearing my I'm a Farmer t-shirt that you can grab at 3dprintsos.com. So if you are an original farmer like myself, grab yourself one of those. W hat. Like I said, I was turning on my lights back there, and he was wearing it. And I was like, you know what? For this one, considering I'm working on the Core 1, I should probably wear it. I was blinded by the light. By the way, thank you, Pezliz, for the raid. I appreciate it. I didn't say that up front. You're supposed to say that. Not even supposed to. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you. But welcome in, everybody. What I'm doing is I am upgrading my Prusa Core 1 to a Prusa Core 1 Plus. And I don't even know what that entails. So we're kind of just diving in and taking a look. I just showed off all the 3D printed parts that it comes with. And then also something called the Buddy camera? Buddy 3D, which is a camera that should just be magnetically held to the printer, and then we have to run a cable. So there's a bunch of little things to install here. So that's what we're just going to jump in and do. And it's going to be fun. So cheers to that, y'all. I got some Basil Hayden. This is what's it called? Malted rye. Good stuff. Delicious. What's a Core 1 Plus? So they upgraded. They have a new version, a larger version called the L, and then they also slightly upgraded the Core 1 to a Core 1 Plus, and it does some new automations. For example, it can use the tool head to automatically open and close the vent. Depending on a few things, like if you print PLA, it'll automatically open the ventilation so that you don't have to. There's a newly updated spool, it looks like. There is a newly updated filament sensor, or filament housing. Filament sensor housing, so we'll mess with that. And I'm honestly not sure of anything else. So we're going to go and check that out. So, yeah, but it's not the L. It's the regular Core 1. In fact, while I have you guys here, let's move it into play here. I'm going to unplug it. Oh, no, we got plenty of space to move it. All right. This thing, luckily, isn't as hefty as some of the other machines that we've been working on. So I can just kind of move it in. And let's rotate this. Oh, no, okay, I'm going to have to unplug it for now. There we go. Move it into place. I'm sure I'll have to move it around another 100 times to be able to get things into the shot. I know we will be working on this area, so let's get it somewhere here and we'll figure it out. Let's go ahead and tilt the camera. I lost you guys over there on that camera. Let me grab it back. Hey, I'm over here. Nope. Wait for it. Hey, see this? Right here. Come on. There we go. Camera got lost there for a while. It's like, whoa, he's wearing a hat. It's a nice way to give Prusa thanks for fixing problems. And it's only a $10 kit. So, do you need to print anything? No, it's already printed. They give you the printed parts in their classic PETG and in their PC CF that they printed everything else in. So it should all be matching. They also give you stickers to upgrade the front there to say Plus. Although I'm keeping my Mark 4S covers in here because this was originally a Mark 4S 3D printer that we made into a Core 1. So just to be clear, I did not buy the kit. It was sent to me by Prusa. I literally messaged my rep. I'm like, hey, you guys have this new upgrade. I want to do a stream. Would you please send it? And they were like, hey, we don't have it yet. And I was like, all right. And I was patient. And then they sent it to me. And now we're doing a stream because it came in. So want to be clear, I did not buy it. This was the Mark IV. Yes, this is the Mark IV. But now it's not a Mark 4S. But I do really enjoy it, though. It is better than the Mark 4S. It'd be cool if they just gave you the files. I don't know if they do or not. There is a bunch of hardware that you need. So it's not just that. And they do give you a literal serial number for the machine. So it is official. But I'm pretty sure you could still get the firmware and the files yourself. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I figured. That's how Prusa does it. That's how Prusa does it. I just love that there's a kit. I think that's great. Community edition. All right, let's get right into it. So let's go to their kit here. And let me check if there's just directions somewhere right here. So key features: automatic top vent operation, easy flex loading, a redesigned filament insertion point, makes the process of feeding flexible filaments quick and simple. Oh, nice. Okay, good. New bayonet style spool holder. Wow, bayonet style. They made that sound cool. Firmware and performance includes all software updates from the entire lifespan of the Core 1, resulting in even better quality and smoother operation right out of the box. Cool. All right, so that's good stuff. Is there instructions here? The answer to that is no. There are instructions or a thing that tells you what to do in the box. So let's get that out and let's see what it says. There's a QR code. For instructions, visit the official manual at Prusa Core 1. Prusa.io/core-1-plus-UPG. All right, let's see if that works. That does work. All right, here, let me make it bigger, guys, so you can see it with me. Good night. I'm catching results. Hey, thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it. And yeah, definitely. Evening, Becky. Thank you. Cool to see you guys here. Thanks for popping in. Federal, you'll be adding the index to your Core Juan once you're able to get a hold of the kit. If they decide to get me a kit or I can get a hold of one, I will 100% be upgrading this machine to the index. I have a feeling that it's going to be possible, but it's going to be aimed at the L. I have a feeling that's kind of the point of it. But yeah, I would love to add it to this machine. 100%. 100%. In fact, all of the tool changer style machines, I am actively trying to get a hold of them and getting my hands on them. All right, so L, we have Prusa Core 1 Plus with index upgrade. Okay, nice. The kit's $1,000. We need neither of this stuff. Prusa Core 1 to Core 1 Plus upgrade community version. Oh, there you go. Here's some more community version. Is there an official version? All right, let's see. Online courses. Also, this ended up just going to Prusa.com. They just forwarded me. Hold on, maybe I typed it in wrong. Prusa.io. No. Prusa.io core-1-plus-UPG, where you will find the latest assembly instructions. Yeah, it just takes you to to there. Okay. All right, let's go here. So let's go to the Core 1 kit. But this is not, I don't have this. I have just the upgrade. What's this here? Oh, ready for update. Cool. All right, this is not what we're looking for. What do I search? Core 1 Plus. So there's the kit. Advanced filtration. That's cool. $82.99. Okay. Any thoughts on the multicolor upgrade for the Centauri Carbon? That would be nice. I don't have any thoughts because I don't have the machine. I hear nothing but great things about it, except for, I guess, when they pulled the rug and said that the first version of the machine won't be able to get the upgrade for a while. That's a bit of a bummer. It is what it is. I get it. You know, the machine is extremely cheap. It was just strange that they, you know, promised the thing and then kind of took it away. But yeah, you know, I'm excited for them to be able to get something going. As far as I understand, there's videos or I guess some version of it working, but I don't think you can buy it yet. So the whole thing's kind of a bummer. But yeah, I would love to have try a Centauri. It's one of the only machines that I haven't tried. So I unfortunately don't have a good opinion on it. I was able to reserve a kit, but it's going to the SV08, maybe the 0. Just for memes. Nice. I'll give you the link in the stream chat. Oh, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Thank you so much. Let's see. Live stream. Thank you. So they have a broken link in their instructions, which is a bit of a bummer. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Wick. Hey, Lamberth. What's going on? Nope. All you get is some forum post. Hey, guys. How do I do this? Never mind. Nice. I just got a Centauri Carbon, and I'm loving it so far. Yeah, I mean, that's the gist that I get from not only people from my channel that are subscribers, but people in Discord, and a few of my friends that own it are very happy with it. And yeah. So yeah, I would hold out a bit. I don't know if you have the original one or the slightly updated one. The updated one is slightly more powerful from what I understand. But yeah, I think I would hold out until the multi-material unit for them is like fully out and is kind of vetted. Because that seems to be happening with manufacturers right now, is they rush a little bit. And, you know, I'm not sure how Elegoo is going to handle it. Looks like they do have printable parts available for the Plus upgrade. Nice. Yep. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I saw that. And the instructions are available on that little blog-looking thing. All right, so let's see. Let's get this going immediately. Yeah, they even tell you what to print it in. So recommended settings, PETG for these, PCCF for those, exactly how to do it. That's cool. Here's the mechanical parts you're going to need. You can buy them from their eShop. That's nice. Yep, cool down, turn off. Yep, okay. Next extruder upgrade. All right, so let's get right into it. I am gonna zoom in a little bit here. 2 M3 screws. Okay, where is my Hodo? Of course, we're gonna use this awesome Hodo kit. It was dead earlier. I did charge it for a little bit. All right, no dead light, so we're good. So let's get on with the show, shall we? In fact, you guys probably don't want to stare at the instructions. Let's get this thing opened. And I can get the camera in a better spot for you guys, so give me a second with that. Unless you guys are into nausea. There we go. And let's get this thing somewhere in this area. Rotate, rotate. There we go. And clamp. All right. So it looks like we are going to be rocking that. I guess I can't really take any of the panels off real easily, huh? I do have to dust that a little bit, though, because that is covered in dust. So one of the things about this machine that's interesting, I do really enjoy the machine, and I've used it a couple times for slightly larger projects. But if I have like a small print coming or something that I'm going to throw at a printer and then go to work, I don't put it on this machine. And that's literally only because you can't see what's going on. So the camera is going to be actually a big deal because it's going to enable, you know, actually being able to turn this thing on and leaving it. Like I can go to work and have this thing running and I can actually see what's happening on a camera. That's more major than it might seem. Like I said, you're not going to... Why would I run a printer? Oh, there it goes. It's just magnets right up there. Why would I run a printer that I can't see if it's failing or not? Even if it's super reliable, you know? So that's the main reason. All right, let's get going. It's probably going to be the larger version of that. Yep, exactly. Which means we need to go up to this one. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Big finger issues. Are we here? Yes. All right, let's throw this thing on. So it looks like we're starting with the little cover on the side. And this is actually going to be the little arm that's actually going to go up and opens and closes our little lid there. So this is a pretty simple looking design. Interesting that they did this because there is now this protruding thing. And it's not beautiful. You know what I mean? Usually some of these design things that Prusa does are beautiful, but not this one. This is a, hey, we need this to function. And that's that. All right, so now we have a lever. Yep, cool. And I'm assuming now we have to put something else up there. So let's find that out. Yep, we did that. Secure it with 2 M3x6 screws. Yep. Sure, clean workspace. Place a top panel on the table with the grill facing down. Oh, like they want me to take the entire top off, huh? Will I be able to do it without taking the top off? That's the question I have. Most important part of the upgrade is the vent. It's not centered, so pay attention to how it goes or it won't work. I did not take any panels off when I did mine. No, you don't have to. Okay, good, good, good. Thanks, Tulsa. So that's what I was kind of glancing at just now. All right, so they are doing what? They're flipping the panel upside down. Right, so right now this is actually the top of it. Flip the grill 180. All right, so, and I need my little multi-tool right there. So let's undo this. Easy. That's one. That's two. And of course, we got three, and I'm assuming it's going to be left in my hands. Yes. Hey, Hutch. What's going on? Either flip the vent around. It should now open to the left before it opened to the right. Okay, so I just took it down like this. But now it's going to go this way, I'm guessing. All right. All right, yeah, flip the grill 180. The screw holes are offset. Flipping this moves them to the opposite side, ensuring it'll vent with the block. Okay, so let's see. So this was like this, but we are flipping it this way. Okay, so that is now flipped. Slide it back under the top panel. Insert 3 M3 by 10 RT screws. Ah, that's what that thing's for. Carefully lift the entire assembly with all the parts positioned in place. Place that thing. Orient it correctly. Okay, so one of these does go on there normally. So let's do that so I can kind of hold it. That's this way. Okay, and then we need one of these. All right, I used the wrong hand. Give me a second. There we go, and let's put that on there. Hey, Maury, how you doing? A good stream? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Correct. All right, and then I'm assuming, based on that picture, that little bar, if I can ever get this nut on there. Oh, I dropped it. Fantastic. All right, this vent's coming back down. Come on back down, vent. What? Where'd it go? No. All right, we lost a piece of hardware in a classic fashion. Time to get out the light and search. Where'd you go? Did you go to one of the magnets? Did you go to the side? He went to the side. I see him back there. All right, I should be able to get it with these tweezers. You only reuse one. Yep. Grab a magnet. I don't have a handy magnet, but I did see it. It's right over here. It just went to the furthest corner away. Of course. Now I pushed it into a funky area where I can't see it at all, because, you know. Oh, there it is. Okay. Come on over here. There we go. Found it. Always nice to have a nice light and some tweezers. All right, this time we're going to get this correct. So first, get that through there. Then place this on there. And of course, I didn't grab the screwdriver. That's okay. Hold on. Let's start it. Come on. I can do this. I can do this.
I did it upside down. Okay, we're gonna unscrew that and rotate it around, and we are gonna drop it again. This is classic. This is like working late night on a car. Just me and the 10 mil just battling it out. There we go. Okay, I finally got it. Don't worry, guys. I got this. I'm a professional. All right, so we got that on there, and now this little fella, according to the instructions, goes this way, and we still need to put. Oh, you said it. So it screws right into here, huh? Slide filament sensor. Oh, now we're doing filament sensor. All right, hold on. Do not fully tighten. Screw should be tightened completely at this stage. Filaments are made for movie. Okay, for now, set the panel aside to a safe place. Oh, it's one of those where we get back to it, huh? Here we go. Oh, so it's just install it so that... Okay, so I'm going to try to just put this back on there now. And this is what, going to thread in? Hey, it looks like, Tulsa, it looks like on mine, I won't be able to thread into it. I'm still going to have to use the nuts. Just lift the machine over your head and shake it. I missed that suggestion. I ordered the plus FedEx bash that. Oh man. Well, luckily there's. No, I mean it's printed parts. You should, even if they break the parts that are in there, you can print them. Hey, I appreciate that, Projects. Thank you. You're a very busy guy, man. You have the most active stream that I'm subscribed to for sure. Great work out there, man. And really cool projects. Every time I get a chance to pop in there, next time I'll say hello. 2 a.m. I'm drunk. I work tomorrow. And your work laptop broke. Man, you're having a night. Double? You're having a night. Well, you know what? Hold on. Before you go, cheers to you. See ya. Hey, Going DH, what's happening? It makes its own threads? No, not on mine. Mine just goes right through there. This one doesn't. This one, on this end, goes right through. So I'm surprised you had a 10 mil that didn't run away. Yeah. One time. Yeah, I try to stay busy. Yes, sir. I know, I see it. That's why I wanted to give you props. I've literally seen your stream notification come up, and I've literally said out loud, like, damn, this dude is just, he stays streaming, baby. Props, man. Hey, you know what? If I could, I 100% would. 100%. Not even like a little bit. All right, so this one does kind of make some threads. This one does not. So we are gonna just put these things on there. I just did mine in the plastic. Yeah, we're just gonna reuse them. No big deal. Whoops, that's too tight. Yeah, there you go. We're gonna do that. And hard to tell because since these are locking nuts, you don't really want them to be super loose either, because if they are, then they will rattle, and you definitely don't want that. So a spinal surgery. My lord. I'm glad you're on the other end of that, man. That is no joke. No joke. Just make them loose so they can move really freely. Yep, there we go. Super free. Good to go. Save nuts for later use? Nope, not on mine. The nuts have been used. Now, which way does it slide open? Good question. To the left. Left slides it open. Is that correct? Wick? Make sure it's correctly oriented. Good job. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo. All right. Correct? All right, good, good, good. We got one thing ready and done. It's been an hour. All right, now we're going on to the sensor. Follow the steps. We'll guide you through upgrading the sensor. Okay, cool, sure. Using steps 1 through 8 from the how to replace side panel, remove the right side panel, detach the IR filament sensor from the filament sensor assembly, press the black collet inward on the filament. Okay, we're not there yet. Okay, so first we need to remove this little panel. So let's do that. All right, guys, I'm going to make you dizzy again. Let's move this to a different spot. Yeah, somewhere in this area. And lean it. There we go. Somewhere here. And then we are going to rotate this bad boy. Oh, door's in the way. Around somewhere here. Let's take off, not that. Oh, right, this is all these little clips. How do you take off these little clips? Ooh, is there a tool for this? Do you push from the inside? Nope, this works perfectly fine. Just gonna use this razor to get underneath and kind of... Oh, hold on, why am I using this pawn? Look at this. Come on. Boom, baby. Get yourself a CNC Panda Edge up in here. There's a printable tool. Nah, we use CNC tools around here and scratch our glass because of stubbornness. Boom, CNC only up in here. All right, let's do that. Looks like some of the little pins stayed. Oh, well, hopefully I didn't break them. I guess we'll find that out later. All right, let's rest that there. Chicka bow wow. Panda edging. That's good. That's a good one. I like that. That's funny. All right, we now need to take this shaboing-a-boing off. And to do that, I think I need to go back to this. Because I don't remember how to take that off. On the bottom, right. This comes off on the bottom. Actually, you know what? While I'm doing this, I'll just undo this real quick. Ow. I'm guessing this thing just reuses the hardware. As in the spool. The spool jaunt. Shaboing a boing. That's right. Alright, we got the spool off. The previous spool holder, which I actually didn't mind at all. But, you know, 2-piece, printable with an O-ring. Alright. It's not orange, though. So, like, what's going on here? I love it when my job and hoodies overlap. CNC tools are the best. Yes, they are. CNC tools are the best. All right, let's go for this handle. If I can. All right, that is off. Got the filament handle off. And I believe that slides this whole thing
inward here. All right, and it's saying push on the collet and release the filament. And I can't push that, so I have to take the cover off. All right. There's no other way to do it. I have to be inside the machine like this. That's going to be very uncomfortable and dark. How much battery do I have on this light? 2 bars. How about we turn it down a whole bunch? Can we get this thing in here and not cause too much of a ruckus? There we go. And actually, you know what? This thing is magnetic. So maybe... Oh, it just misses the width. Oh, bummer. All right, it will fit in here like this, though. Okay, there we go. That works. Here, I'll face it that way. I had to print mine in Prusa orange. Yeah, what the heck? I'm going to have to print it in orange, too. All right. So, let's get that cover off. At least I could fit the Hodo in here. This is going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt to do on the inside of the machine. I guess that's why they wanted you to keep the top cover off, huh? I guess I could pretty quickly take this entire side panel off. That's all right. Let's see what we can do with this. So we got 3 of those pieces off. Looks like I only needed 2 of them for the cover. That's fine. All right, so it's saying remove this. I don't remember how that went in there, but in their photo, remove the panel, detach the IR sensor. So it's telling us to detach the IR sensor. I'm over here trying to figure out, does it pop in to a channel and that's what's being held? It's like held in with pressure. We do have this magnetic lever. I do recall that. So let's take that out. The lever is out. This sensor, what is holding it? Is it screwed in? Oh, it is screwed in. And there's a bearing that came out. Forgot all about this whole part of it. Take it slow and make sure you read all the instructions before you start. I find that it helps avoid taking things apart and back together again. Brian, yeah, you know me too well. I'm the type of person the thing that you just said, I literally typically, and I'm currently, do the opposite of. You can take it off the PTFE and take it out. I can't, for whatever reason, I can't get the PTFE tube off. So I was trying to do this portion first. All right, so I'm very slowly unscrewing this one screw. There it goes. It was nicely screwed into that PETG. So this should give us the sensor. And it does. Okay, so sensor is free. Now, let's figure this PTFE tube out. Oh, there it goes. Okay, got it. All right, and now this thing is out, and now I'm assuming this is going to go through taking it apart. Okay, release the screw, fixing the lever, remove the lever from the body, remove the safety store and steel ball. Oh, remove and safely store the steel ball from the filament sensor. You will need it again soon. Okay. They're holding theirs upside down, so I'll do the same. All right. Pull out the black collet and set it aside in the safe place. Where's our panda edging? Let's remove that collet.
Okay, got that. And I didn't break it, I don't think. Okay. Now's a good time to try to remove the following parts from the assembly. 2 magnets from the body and lever. All right, lever we got. From the body, let's see if I can. There's no way to grab it, really. There's no, like, opening. Let me try to use the magnet. See if I can use the other magnet to take it out. Doesn't look like that's gonna be a thing. Looks like I'm gonna have to do some cutting. Yeah, nope. That magnet is wedged in there nicely. All right, what are the other things I have to take out? And the 2 nuts. Okay, so maybe they include new sets in the hardware. If not, I will destroy this. All right, here we go. I think I've gotten enough my little pliers in there. There we go. Okay, got the one flat nut out. Where'd the bearing go? Uh-oh. I heard it rolling. I didn't think anything of it. But I should have. I should have been thinking of it. Where'd the ball go? Oh, no. But really, though. Oh, okay, I found it way over here on the table. All right, let's put it with the magnet. That way it doesn't roll. We witness it every stream. Yeah, I know. That's why you keep coming over, though. Nice. I know you don't know how to do that. See? At least you know me well. All right, projects. Thank you for popping in here, man. I appreciate it. That's funny. I just drill a small hole on the side, push it out. Yeah, that's probably a great idea. That's probably a great idea. I do have my Hodo little drill situation, so we can follow suit. That's a great pro tip right there. Thank you. All right, that's... I'm guessing you're saying that because they didn't include a magnet, huh? Yeah, Daniel, I agree. I do like the clear PTFE tube, although some of it doesn't grip really well into the collets, and it's really frustrating. Or can be, I guess, really frustrating. All right, let's see. All right, we're going to have to drill / break. I don't think I need to be gentle with this thing since we have a new part. I'm just gonna break it. Whoa! Should have wore safety glasses with the way that popped. All right, I broke it. All right, we got magnets, O-rings, hardware, and this piece. And then somewhere down there is some kind of sharp, here it is, really super sharp piece that's going to cut me later if I step on it. Good thing I found that. That would enable safety squints. I just enabled them so hard. Like, I had maximum safety squints. All right, and this was the stock lever. Okay, and I think we have a new lever. We do. All right, I'll put this together with the old stuff over here. All right, next. Let's go. We're on the next part. So to the side, sure. All right, push 2 of these things into the new one. Okay, we got the new one. And let's get that in there. Use the Allen key, perfect. Here's the next one. And come on, there it goes. Boom. All right, got that in there.
What's next? Also, this is from the old one, so let's put that over there. Press and snap the black collet. Okay. Done. Insert the magnet into the lever and the sensor. Okay. So here's the new lever. Much tighter fitment there. I'm going to use my table. There we go. I'm sure I'll have to adjust that. All right. And then from what I remember, you have to put this in. Oh, this is different. It's set up differently. Okay, so where does the magnet go? Huh. All right, so this is completely different. C1 filament sensor. All right, so we hold it upside down. And we insert the ball into there. Okay. Like that. We put this there. Okay, so we got magnet, arm, this. Okay. We're going to screw that in there. Okay, and I'm going to keep that loose. All right, so the ball bearing is there. And the magnet is also there. Okay. Insert the second magnet into the C1 Plus sensor switch. Ah, that's what that is. All right, so that's going into here like this. And it clicks. Oh, look at that. And what is this for? It looks like a pretty manual setup. Oh, this is for softer filaments and whatnot. Safety Crocs. All right, so we have to find an orientation that repels this. And that is... Whoops. Not that way. So it looks like this way is repelling. Strong magnets. Yep, okay, so that's good. So we'll push it all the way. And then this needs to be pushed in further too. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so... Yep, so this is keeping that upward. And then... Aha, so... Basically, it's a sensitivity... It's a manual sensitivity switch. Interesting. Makes it for soft filament. Okay, and on this side, you see an X when this thing is engaged or disengaged. Interesting. Okay, clever design. Clever design. I like it. I like it. All right, so the IR sensor. This is going to be tricky because, once again, I'm going to have to do it in here. And without much space. Hopefully this goes in exactly the same way that it previously did. The wires first. Then the sensor. Right, and the sensor goes forward enough where that little fork, there we go, goes right there. Yep, okay, perfect. That went in a little easier than I thought. And then we're going to put the piece of the M2 nut, the M2 screw, excuse me, in there. Let's tighten the IR sensor. All right, that worked pretty easy. Bypass. So it's a
filament sensor bypass. Interesting. Screw that in right there. Okay, don't need to go much tighter. I saw that a whole thing flex. All right, and that does function. Okay, cool. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Good instructions, cool design. All right, and now we put this on and do not tighten the screw in the middle. Do you guys see what I'm doing? I guess kinda. All right. That's one. So you have to reach into your machine on the inside here and find it and kind of just click it, and then you know it's off. Okay, at least it's a nice bright in color. And then the filament path can go right in there. Bada bing, bada boom. Get this thing back somewhat in its place. I do remember this being an absolute hassle. But hey, maybe it won't be this time. All right, I see the spot it needs to go at right there. All right, let's see what the instructions are. Hey, Mr. Scary. Got my Cheaty box of the Q2 coming. Nice. Should be delivered Sunday. Cool. Hoping the new hot end for it comes in by then. Yeah. I hope you get the updated box, because the updated box is awesome. Nobody's seeing what you're doing, including you. I mean, I do have a light here, but getting cameras up in there plus me doing stuff is difficult. I'm trying to talk about it. All right, prepare the right side panel. So, okay, so now we're doing this. What's all the new hardware for? It looks like all this hardware fit in perfectly fine. Like, are we putting something in the center? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, looks like we're reusing all the hardware. The one thing you guys can't tell is just how much light is actually in this studio. Like, there's so much light that I'm squinting the entire time. And it's actually kind of annoying. So we're going right into plastic with these. Spares. New hardware because Prusa. Oh, okay, so I'll have another giant monster box of hardware, extra hardware. You know what? Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Did I miss an explanation on the Gleam question? Factory upgrade or printed upgrade? It doesn't matter. Just any upgrade to a printer. As long as it's an upgrade. Like, there are some printed ones that aren't upgrades. They're kind of just like personalizations or things like that. But if you, for example, printed a direct drive extruder, you know what I mean? That's different. I would say that that's an actual upgrade. All right, so let's see. We're gonna turn that in, turn it. Cool. Actually, that feels nice with the O-ring there. All right, so that's cool. Filament is on there. Now we need to install this. Hopefully, this just glides on there like it's nothing. Let's go. This one you guys won't see at all, and this one I won't see at all because this is very dark. It's outside all of my lights. But we're gonna do our best. And I think we are in right off the bat. Yep. That was pure luck. But we got it. And I'm not gonna tighten these very hard. Cool. Perfect. That's on. Filament sensor is in. And our little knobber over here. How easy is it to get to? Okay, it's not bad. Easy to do. So we leave it off the plus, right? We leave it on. Oh, it's not a plus. It's an X. Like, it's not working. Move this thing to the X. Ah, it is working. Move it in the back. Okay, I see it. Automatic safety squints, yeah. I created a mini drawer system for random hardware. Oh, from. Oh, no, for random hardware. Nice, nice. X is bypass, right, right. I thought it was a plus for the plus upgrade. That's not true. Like, for example, if you have a K1 or a K1 Max or a K1, or sorry, not K1, yeah, a K1C, K1 Max, or a K1, you can get the CMS and the extruder upgrade with the cutter in it. That's like a 3D printer upgrade. You can get the Series X Tetris by iBose. That's an upgrade. That's what I mean. The K1 Max, I have an entire 3D printable X gantry, or X and Y gantry, A and B entire gantry upgrade. You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean. What's your favorite one? All right, now the side panel goes back on. Oh, it looks like this you have to push all the way in, huh? Push it through the collet all the way into the filament sensor. Oh, look at that. I didn't do that before. It was just hanging down. Nice. Okay, that's going to be good. Good thing I read that. We did that. Panel went on. All right, let's put this panel back on there then. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? We're here. We need these little guys. And then we will look up the camera, because I believe I still have to run some wires for that. All right, let's see if I can put this back on there, even though these things came out. Yep. Yep. No problem there. Okay. So everywhere that it doesn't have one, I can put these in there. If it will let me. So these things aren't very fun when they're used up, huh? You gotta kind of bend them back into shape. There we go. Bend this one back. That goes where? Middle? Yep. Click. Click. Very unique. Very unique little pieces. No one uses these. That's a Prusa only piece right there. All right, back panel on. New filament in place. All right, I think this part is done, and we need some firmware. But since I have this open, I should probably try to find where that goes. All right, this, we don't need this hardware. Put that in there. All this 3D printed part stuff is going to go to recycling. Camera instructions and streams. Man, thank you so much, Wick. I appreciate that. Let me grab that from you here. Nice. Thank you very much. Super, super helpful. Appreciate you. And let's unzoom. Actually, I'm going to leave this up for this. And let's go here. All right. So we have a moderate difficulty. Okay. Shows fully operational. Okay, it is. Set the camera up using the Prusa mobile app. All right, no problem. Yep, actually, let me make sure that I have it updated and whatnot. Yes, it's working. Welcome. Well, that's unfortunate, but something went wrong. Failed to load user. Is it maybe because this printer isn't on the same Wi-Fi? Let me make sure there's no update to the app. Let's go to me. Account. There are updates, but not for the Prusa app. All right, let me turn the Prusa app off then and wait until the machine is back on. All right, so cool, we got that. I have the one on the right. 2 versions of the buddy cam, got it. All right, yep, no problem. Important and protect layer, okay, yep, sure. USB, USB-C, some zip ties, my favorite. All right, let's clean our area up just a little bit. Spool holder bag, that goes there. These can stay, all this can stay. Our stickers we're gonna need, that's gonna be the final touch. These instructions and these instructions, I'm gonna put into the trash for now. Print the part, recycling, cable is here. These things can go with the Prusa. Oh, one more thing, guys. I wanted to ask this earlier and I didn't get a chance. What I really want to print for this machine is a plate holder. I have 2 other plates, so a total of 3 plates. I want to print a plate holder for the other side. Do you guys have any? I'd love to start that or print that if we have time in the stream. If you have a suggestion for one, I'd love one. Maybe something that like tilts open or something that I can just easily stack on the other side. Manufacturers think this cable will always maintain its original shape. Yeah, right. If you had a pre-built machine, the cable would already be there. Really? Yes, I know they are imprintables. I saw there was a bunch. I briefly looked, but I was wondering if if you guys have one that you'd recommend. I did a full door system that holds plates and other things, but it'll take more time than a stream to print. Oh, it wouldn't finish on this stream anyway. Like it's already 10:30, you know. But hey, if we can get something on there, that would be cool. I don't even know if I have orange PETG. Oh yeah, I do. I have plenty of orange PETG down there. Also, is that PETG? No. I'll check. I have a giant tub of PETG. Are you wanting the door box one? Sure, yeah. If there's a cool door thing, that would work. If not, something simple would work as well. All right, so let's start with this cable. Zip ties, right. Here, we have a bunch of zip ties. Actually, I don't even need to bring them out. Auto home. Turn the printer off using switch. Disconnect from power. Move Z200. As in like down? Or not down specifically? 200 wouldn't... Oh man, okay, so I do need to turn it on, huh? Okay. So we are on that side. Okay, so we have to undo the entire side portion. And the back? Okay, right. The cable has to plug in. All right, let's do it. Here, let me temporarily turn this light on. I mean, off. Let's go to this side and start undoing some rivets. It's so riveting. There you go. I'll give you a further away view so that you can see even less. Let's do it like this. All right, let me see if I can do it with the... No, we're doing it the same way we did with the edger. Because that seems to work pretty well. And I didn't scratch anything last time.
So maybe we won't scratch anything this time. I don't like to guarantee those type of things. All right, and let's do this set now. Looks like all these are coming out just as pins. Hopefully, I'll still be able to remove them without the pin there. I think it will. Nice and easy. And I'm sure I have extras somewhere if I do end up breaking these things. All right, let's see. Can I? Oh, yep. Okay, well, nice. Man, it's easy to forget how heavy that thing is. All right, and then we're rotating to the back. And what gets unscrewed? Did that. Oh, it goes from the inside. Ooh, that one's on there. Oh, see a panel. Okay. Panel is off. Easy peasy. Okay. And I believe we're gonna have to get into the box itself, right? Whoops. Got that. All right, so here we go. Do we plug this in and put the camera up there? Just to kind of see where she goes. I love how it fits. All right, that's there. Let's figure out the rest. So, take the cable and guide it through the opening on the coaxial assembly until the connector is above the assembly. Be careful not to damage any surrounding components. Be patient. Not much space left between the metal profiles, but in the end, the connector is able to pass through oriented correctly. Pull the connector upward or toward the inside of the printer. So we're going from the bottom up, huh? What if I go against the grain and go down? Because that way the extra can be down in the box and not where the camera is. So for example, I don't want too wild of a bend here. So let's put that right there. Okay. That worked out. You guys are seeing the back here. So let's make it slightly more interesting. So here's what I did. Just put the camera up there. I've touched the lens a couple times. It's plugged in. Routed that in there. Now we are here. Let's see what it wants us to do now. Did it have me plug it in? No. All right, we did that. Sure. Leave the antenna hanging freely. Yep, sure. Did that. That's up there, just straight chilling. Ah. These guys, huh? Yep, I remember that. The left side, cut off the 3 zip ties. Okay. Smart. Smart, smart, smart. 3 zip ties. Camera, in my opinion, is kind of worthless. Mine is pre-wired for one, so I might look for another small cam to put in. Yeah, any USB-C type cam. Pointless, I don't know. So I know what you mean, but I
I wanted one in here because, like I mentioned earlier, I don't use this printer for a bunch of everyday prints because if I'm away from here, like working, I want to be able to see the print. It's hard not knowing, knowing that it's printing, but not seeing what it's printing. So I feel like the camera is a must. The camera is a must. But I know what you mean. Like, you mean like this camera is. But yeah, I'm sure you could fit pretty much anything in here. Any USB-C cam. All right, zip tie 1 on. Zip tie 2. Let's go from the bottom. All right. There. Right there. The belts still look good. So that's good. It's a good sign. I mean, the cam is not good. Yeah, I figured. But I need something, and I figured why not the OEM cam. But yeah, I get it. I totally understand. I've heard through the grapevine about the beauty of this camera. But we're gonna learn together. Is it just, do you guys know what they're using? Are they just using like a cheap ESP32 cam type thing? Because it's because it's standalone, like it's not it's using Wi-Fi and stuff. It's almost like a third-party product, essentially. All right, we got that zip tied. What's next? You get full stream over your local. Cool. Like 1 frame per. Ugh, yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst. Yeah, 100% double. I 100% agree with this. %. All right, so that we did that. We ran it through, and then run it out the back. Where? Oh, through the grommet. Okay. Right. Connector through. Very nice cable, gotta say. Like, they didn't cheap out on the cable. They could have, but they didn't. All right, can I put the panel on now? Or do they want me to wait? Did that. Okay, sure. USB connector. That's where it plugs in? Unexpected? So it goes this way. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tuck it in the back here. Just to try to keep it as clean as possible. You guys know my wire management opinions. So this gets plugged into where? This one, huh? Okay. So now we get to add some zip ties to the mix. All right, let's get 3 zip ties. Let's get these medium-sized ones. The Chitty Max 4 looks awesome. It does. I'm actually interested in the other Chitty too, the cheap one that they just announced. I know that's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but the fact that it's affordable means a lot of people are going to be looking at that thing as their first printer. Not everyone needs a heater, so I would love to actually test it to see how it performs without a heater in comparison to its bigger brother. So hopefully I get a chance to do that, because the price tag is impressive. Like, there's a lot of expensive machines out. There's also a million cheap machines, but the problem with them all is they're either old, outdated, or they have nothing to them. So this would be nice, because of the performance of the Q2, which is a great machine. I've been printing all kinds of stuff on it. There's actually a couple of larger prints at the office right now that'll make a short on that I'm printing in multicolor and not multicolor, omnicolor. Cheap machines cost you in other ways. Yeah, they do. But let me give you an example. Daniel, let me give you an example. The best cheap machine by a landslide is an A1 Mini. It's a phenomenal machine. It's not perfect at all. It has its quirks. It has its downsides. But that machine is so good for the price. I'm not even sure there's anything even close. The Q2X gantry has a bad design fetter. Screws into plastic inside the mounts. Bad cracking. I didn't look. I haven't looked. I haven't looked for any cracking. I have screws into plastic on my K1 Max. The fact that you have cracking is horrible. That shouldn't be happening, period. Need to get upstairs and grab some more basil? Yeah, man. I'm out. What's going on here? Keep up, Burn. I have to agree on the A1 Mini. Mine's a little workhorse. Yeah, Sharon. It's just it's the best budget printer so far, and nothing is, well, no, I can't say nothing's come close. I think the closest is probably the 85X. For different reasons and a different style, and probably for different people. But that machine is also very budget friendly and gives you color options. You don't get the upgrade path of buying an A1 Mini and then buying an AMS. But if you, the cost of it is just so affordable. You know what I mean? Yeah, so you have one. So you know exactly what I'm talking about then. All right, I am happy with the way that this looks. Yeah, this is nice and clean. I love a good clean wire. So when we put this on, where does the wire hide then? Is there enough space? Let's see. What am I forgetting here? This goes this way, right? Like this. So where does this wire have to go? Okay, I need some slack. So, so there's a tiny little channel for it. All right. I see, right here. There it is. All right, so there's a tiny little channel, just enough for a wire to pass through. So they very clearly thought about that, huh? All right, and then from this side, the 85X on sale lately has been a winner. Yeah, it's the price is crazy. How are they able to do this type of stuff? Yeah, Double Taco, you know, I do absolutely adore my Zero, but building a Voron is definitely not for everybody.
I've done a bunch of builds now. I still have one pending. I need to get back into this tool changer. But, you know, I have a... Oh, is my camera off? What happened to my camera? Hey, camera. Well, you thought this stream was boring or something? What the heck? You know, I love my little baby A1. I love my little... Well, there is an A1 right next to it. But I love my little V0. I actually want to print some things on it because it's been sitting a little bit too long for comfort. It's one of those where it's been sitting so long, I don't even know if it works anymore. Like it did before it sat. It is what it is. I have a forward FWDD. I don't know. With the engineers to fix an issue by taking material out of the mold to increase the diameter of the bosses. Nice. Okay. I thought Flash Forge would have killed the bed slingers, but Creality and Cubic both have new ones coming out. Yeah, they do. Wait, Creality does too? I haven't heard anything from Creality in forever. I don't even have a rep at Creality anymore. The rep that I keep trying to get a hold of has not replied to me, so I no longer have a contact at Creality, which is first time in many moons, and that's okay. That's fine. If that's how it's gonna be, it is what it is. I do not mind. All right, let's put the side panel back on and let's go into the firmware and test it is what it is on all the things. So this should be interesting. Let's see how these clips fare after they've been out. Oh, just fine. They just click right in there. All right, well that one did. All right, let's try a different approach. Let's get these two in first. All right, so some of these will have to come out, it looks like. Or maybe all will have to come out. No problem, get out of there. Out. All right, those two stayed and the rest needed to come out. No problem. Get these little pins over here. What should my first build be? Definitely a 0. 0 is a phenomenal little build. It's so fun and so addicting. The Ender 4 is coming? Wow. 500? I wonder if you can get a Trident at that cost. Yeah, if not, I honestly don't think you're gonna ever regret a V0.2. I have just absolutely adored mine. You can also try for a Micron potentially. I don't know if they've gone on sale at all. Actually, I think the Micron is still pretty expensive. So maybe that's a bad recommendation. I think they've even been up to like 1,000 I've seen. All right, that's in. Nice to know that these little things are reusable. They definitely don't feel like it when you're installing them, that's for sure. Ender 3 NG. Maybe that could also be pretty expensive. 0 gets a lot of flack. It's not that it was difficult, it's that it's finicky. It's fiddly and finicky. Like, everything is really small. So it makes it feel a little bit more difficult. Like a Trident was way easier to build than the V0, but the V0
was really fun and rewarding. And the challenge was that it's just really compact. You know, everything is small and tiny, and you kind of have to deal with that during the build. But it's not very difficult. It doesn't have many parts. But a Noisy Works, J-Lo and I are converting our X-Max 3s into peak cable printers next month. Live streams and edited by video. Nice, cool. I'm excited about that. I never had the Max, unfortunately. I did have two plus 3s, which now B Cuddy has, my moderator on Discord, and the overall cool dude. So he's got those. But yeah, I would love to follow along. Oh, he also has my X Smart 3 too, the little guy. I currently have, well, one of my buddies has my Q1 Pro. I have the Q2 and the plus 4. AMS controller and the print head. Yeah, I did see that. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you know, for most people, bed slingers will be just fine. You can't hate too much. There's nothing wrong with them. You know, we tend to not be elitists, but it's pretty easy to become like a 3D print elitist. You know, once you have like a few under your belt. But I still fire up. If I didn't have this, I'd still have my MK4S, and I loved my MK4S. That thing, despite not having a camera, I sent prints to it all the time. That thing was just a champion. All right, a couple more here. And we should be able to plug in the power. And maybe find some PTG for this. All right, let's see. Let's push it back here. Let's get my power cable over here. Will it reach? Just reaches. All right, let's turn the machine on. I'll move you guys down just a bit. Let's open this door. Man, that thing flings open, huh? All right, we got a light on in there. That's a good sign. My camera lost me. Camera, come this way. Camera. Hello. Come on. There he goes. All right. But that, what, he played this song already. And played the other song already. Micron's a nice usable size, smaller printer. Yeah, it is. You are 100% right, going. It is easier. Goliath water-cooled. Yeah, boy. That's fun. That's real fun. I like that. I like the sound of that. What did I want to do just now? I was like, oh, hold on. Oh, right. Probably one of the most important part of the entire scenario. The stickers. I might have to unplug this thing to do it. Can I reach a little bit more? Oh, yeah, it'll reach. Let's go. All right. Let's see if I can tilt this in a way where you guys can actually see something. Oh, here we go. Like that. All right. Let's get the stickers. I broke down and ordered the plus 4. Max 4, I mean. Nice. Yeah, I wonder when that's going to come out. Where is your Mark IV sticker? My Mark IV sticker is on the inside, on the tool head. All right, so that one goes there. Buddy camera. So let's do the buddy camera below. Nice. Okay. Buddy camera upgrade. Then. And then let's do the plus. Well, if the original was crooked, then all these are going to be crooked. There we go. Core 1 Plus. Nice. This is like when you have a Subaru, you get those little stickers that kind of extend. Like you can say like, oh, this is my 4th Subaru. Same thing. All right, let's rotate this to the front. All right, we have space. And now we go over here. Here we go. Ooh, that's a good view right there. All right, let's see how this works. And I say that because, here, let me spray some isopropyl on here. I say that because I think there's like a sticker that goes over the whole one part. Got to remove the one from the original Mark IV frame and add it. Ah, that's a good idea, Wick. That's a good idea. Ah, I see. So this is literally just the plus, and the other part is just a guide. So let's see if we can get that correct. So the guide goes right there. Oh, that's brilliant, actually. Look at that. So you put that over it, and when you peel this, you'll just have the plus in the correct spot. That's cool. Good job, Prusa. I know that's just a little tiny thing, but it's the little things. Look at that. Cool. Oh, I dropped it. Dropped it down there. The good old knees. Pop 3D raid. Hey, everybody. Thank you very much for the raid. Appreciate it. We just got finished installing 2 modifications. So I 3D printed your first raid with my community. Polyfo, I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Wow, that's smart, isn't it? Isn't it? I thought so too. But yeah, we just finished up installing the Buddy camera into the machine and converting this from a Core 1 to a Core 1 Plus. So just installed a sticker to make it super official. My machine, this one was originally a Mark IV S. As you can see here, I left the original on there. So we've just been kind of upgrading this slowly. And yeah, we just put the serial numbers on the back. And now actually I do want to see if I can pull the serial from the original Prusa Mark IVS for the rear, because that would be just a fun little add-on. And now I'm curious, because I did hold on to the frame in case I ever make some Frankenstein out of this. And yeah, there is one of those. So let's see if we can harvest it with a razor blade and just throw it on there, because I think that'll be kind of fun. Let's go with a flat blade. We're pushing 200C graphite bed. Nice. 3Z steppers, 500 nozzle, 100C chamber, X-Max jalapeno. Helix, that sounds like an absolute beast, dude. That's kind of sick. That's additional on my normal size. Oh, that. Yeah. It comes off easy? All right, cool. Let's see. It does come off really, really easily. Zero effort. We have the original Sin. Here, let me throw this back. I still love the nostalgic original Prusa orange, you know, frame with the thing on top. Like it's kind of just a display piece here at this point, but it would definitely be cool to make it a fun little Voron, not Voron, but Voron-esque DIY machine out of it. I know there's a few kits and DIYs available for such a project. So maybe that's something that we do on the channel in the future. I'm sure some of you guys would like to watch that. Well, I guess I shouldn't be so sure. I could say, I'd hope that you'd like that. All right, let me flip this bad boy around one more time, and then we'll get into the software. As you guys see, which way can I turn it? I guess there's no way to get that shade out of there. All right, so we got that. So we'll put this on the bottom. Let's see. Just have it touching. A little bit better than that, dude. There we go. There we go. Boom. All right, we got the original Mark IV. We got the Core 1. We got the 3D Buddy 3D camera, and of course the Core 1 Plus. So stupid, but I love it. So stupid, but I love it. All right. Diggity dig it. Collect the model badges like Windows case stickers in the 90s. Yep. I heated it a bit. Prusa wire. That's the name. I couldn't think of it. Thank you, TJ. It'd be pretty cool. Yeah. It's partially why I built a Cappy. About 90% of the BOM is my parts bins just laying around. Yeah, and I do have a big parts bin, and at some point I need to get rid of this stuff. Like, I very rarely use it. I've been reviewing a lot of machines and not building as many, which I'm fine with at the moment of where my life is just in general and time. So I'm cool with it. I need to kind of get rid of it. So at some point, I think it'll be a project. At the moment, my current thought is I have an original ANET A8, like original ANET A8, like the Fire A8s, that I'm thinking about putting together in a live stream, and then doing kind of like a retrospective video. But then using my parts bin to kind of just upgrade it and bring it up to speed, and I think that'll be a fun little thing. So, B Cuddy, what's up, man? I'm always here to take your parts bin. Facts, and you know my parts bin, but it's growing. There's just a lot, so I might put you up on that. The ANET, 1.5 pitch belts and Kraken board, dude. This thing sounds insane. Formbot and Big Tree Tech are sponsoring us. We're stoked. Come join our Team 7 Discord. I think I am a part of Team 7 on Discord. Let me check real quick. That sounds sick. I'm on so many channels. Doom Cube, Mammoth, Happy Hair, Full Engineering. No, I'm not a part of it. If you don't mind, shoot me an invite. Helix. Disassemble all your review machines. Just like a whole thing. Kaiju. Nice. Hey, Mitch 3D, how are you? Welcome in. I want to get my index. Think about using the neck extruder and my Mark IV frame and buy the rest of a Mark 3.9 parts. When I get through it. Yeah, I mean, just to have it functioning. All right, anyway, let's go back to not the camera, but to this. Okay, so here
we have to go to settings and hardware and check ventilation grills. Is that what we're turning on? Chamber vent control. Okay. I don't have chamber vent control. Does that mean that there is an updated firmware? Let's see. Firmware. Oh, I have to manually put firmware on here. There's no automated firmware. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. I think my keyboard has a USB cable. All right, let's download the latest firmware. What's your firmware number? Now, where would that be? Gosh, so many settings. Firmware update. Does it tell me what the current one is? No. System doesn't say. I don't know. I don't know. But there is a camera button, so we can turn that on. Yeah, I don't know. But I will click this thing, and it tells me to go to... Prusa.io /core-1-firmware. Whoa, Wi-Fi connection failed. Also, why did a man just say that in my house? Hey, I'm the man of the house. Don't talk back to me. I tell you when you can be on Wi-Fi. What do you even mean? Core 1 6.3.4 is what I got. Uh, 6.3.4. All right, so we're gonna download the 6.4. And let's throw that file. Where to download to? Downloads, of course. All right, let's throw that onto this Prusa 3D USB drive. Of course, it's a slow drive. Oh, there it goes. Okay, and escape. And by escape, I mean eject. We can delete this file. I'd love to have, yeah, man, please, yeah. In Discord if you can, if not on here, wherever. I think I have you on Discord. If not, let's be friends. So the camera, yeah, man. Hey Harold, how you doing? You can also do it from the app or the web UI. Hey, Adam. What's up, man? Yes, right. Okay. Well, we'll do it this way just because maybe this is how I've always done it. I don't know. I can be stubborn. Let's go back. Settings. Down to firmware updates. What? Instead of driving to the printer and turn it on. Okay. I thought you could just do it like that, but I guess not. No problem. You see the firmware version of the Prusa context and slicer. It tells me right above it. Medic, how you doing, by the way? Pretty good, despite all my best efforts. All right, let's boot this puppy back on. New firmware available, and we are installing it. Flash. Original Prusa, verifying firmware. You guys like my my Prusa drip today? We have the official Prusa hat, but we also have the unofficial I'm official farmer. So if you guys are interested in a shirt like this, check out 3dprintsos.com. Grab one for yourself. I aim to misbehave. Updating the bootloader. All right. Fans are swirling over there. Good sign, good sign. Let's clean up our work area here a little bit. By the way, guys, for everyone that's joined in, we are doing a filament giveaway at the end of the stream from Polymaker. Whether you're on Twitch or Kick or YouTube, you have to be a subscriber on YouTube. It's my main channel. And you have to be present. But there's a link to a gleam.io website. Looks like this. Let's see how many people are in there. All you have to do is just answer a question. There's 59 entries. About 40 minutes or so left. Probably a little less. I'll probably cut it a little bit shorter. So jump on in there if you're going to be around. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Because like I said, that's kind of the only two things. Must be present. YouTube channel. Can be anywhere in the world. No worries there. All right. Age of Cole, that was 59. If you had 10 more to that, though. Number 2 doesn't even have hat hair, right? I took this right off of him, and he looked the same. Mine's all pressed down. I did just get a haircut, though. Hey, Tink. How you doing? All right, we still going? All right, here we go. We got first boot. And looks like on top left, it says Prusa Core 1 6.4. So we should be able to go to settings, down to hardware, and of course to chamber vent control, right? Was that what it said? Wi-Fi connection failed. Dude, you better stop talking to me in my house. I don't know what you think this is, but I tell you what to do, man. Chamber vent control. Yep, that's it. All right, so we're going to go to auto. So now the machine should be able to take care of that. That's cool. All right, let's go back. And now let's see how the camera is. So where's my app at? All right, let's open the Prusa app. Last time it just wouldn't connect. Okay, it thinks that I don't even have the account. So let's sign in first. What are the odds that I'll remember? Okay, it knows the password. And this thing's idle. All right, good. So let's see how easy this is. Can I figure it out just by clicking in? Wi-Fi connection, sure. Nope. All right, let's go back to the instructions. Let's see if I can just figure it out by clicking. Here, let's go settings. Device notifications, no, it can't be there. No, all right. We'll do it. Scan NFC print tag, no. I don't know what this is. That's 3D models. That's easy print. This is internal storage. This is print jobs and history. All right, fine. Let's go to the instructions. I'll close this tab. So the instructions are did all this. I didn't even look at the rest. I just kind of finished it. Cover back on, boot up, printer connect, camera on. I did that earlier, but let's check with the new firmware. Camera is on indeed. Navigate to the Prusa app. Open the printer detail in the app. All right, printer detail. Aha, camera. We're just gonna hit add camera. Add camera setup wizard. All right. Wi-Fi camera? Sure. All right, let me put in my password here so that yet another device connects to my camera here. And then we apparently show it this QR code. How far do we show it? Check this out, camera. All right, don't I have to like press some buttons? It'll tell me. It'll tell me. Yep, we did that. Yep, generates this thing. Sure. The app will generate a QR code. After showing this QR code to the camera, it will automatically set itself up. It's blinking fast. I don't remember what it said about blinking fast. Okay, push this button to get the camera into QR scanning mode. Ah, okay, there we go. That's what I have to do. Push the reset button. And that is where? It's on the side, on the top. Where is it? Where are you at? It's on the bottom. Okay. Okay, he's telling me that he wants to scan my QR code. QR code scan. Stops. Wi-Fi connection successful. All right, dude, we can finally get along. You just kind of came in here, kind of just, you know, speaking like you own the place or something. I wouldn't even having that, man. All right, so we should have a camera. I just got a notification that an IoT device has joined my Wi-Fi. Actually, nope, I already quit it. It's okay. All right, buddy camera. Let's see if we can go in there. RTS stream on local network. Yes, please. Tap to install the latest version. All right, so let's do that. So it just needs a quick update, looks like. Video quality settings. I have it set to HD. Time lapse. So it is looking for an SD card. I don't actually have one. I gotta order some. I used to have a bunch of them, but I use them all for my handhelds. Time lapse intervals. Camera speaker volume. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about the speaker. The guy on the speaker there. System firmware version. All right, cool. There's quite a lot of settings. Upgrading. Please do not turn off the power. All right, you got it. I need hair for that. Nice. Sorry, TJ. If you click the camera in the app, you should also have option to do. Yes, yeah, I saw that, and I clicked it on. So it's currently updating, or what? Camera has been disconnected. Sure. Upgrade successful. Nice. I wonder why they chose that male voice. And like with an American accent too. All right, Wi-Fi connection successful. Camera should be operational. There it is. We got camera view. What a wild view on there. Also, really good quality from what I can tell. But yeah, my hand's still not in there. What is the... Oh, boy. That is some serious delay. Is that even updating at all? What's happening with the camera there? Oh, there he goes. Okay, hold on. So there's just a delay. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that for real? There was a 10-second delay. Oh, there goes my hand. It actually, once it's on there, it seems to move pretty good, but why is it so bad? There's a video quality SD, HD, and FHD. What's FHD do? What does that even mean? Is it just super HD? I mean, it looks... Honestly, it looks fantastic. I wish it would update a little bit. Like, that is super crisp and sharp. But the update rate is abysmal at best. Like, where is my hand right now? There it goes. Like, and it's all... What happened here? Look at what's going on. Oh boy. And what's this mode? Automatic. Okay, I'm just doing some clicking. I'll just keep it in auto. Let me turn off the stream and see if it's just like not able to handle that. Oh, you need to have the stream for it to be on. Update interval of displayed snapshots is 10 seconds. So that's what's happening. It's just taking a snapshot every 10 seconds. So it's just to kind of monitor your print, not necessarily to like watch a live stream. Is that what I'm getting at here? I should probably read the chat. Frame rate, yes. Or no. If you click the full screen, it will be live view. Where's the full screen? This button? This is live view right now? I can tell it's trying. I mean, that is... It's making an attempt. Signal quality is 100%. Latest firmware. Try to reboot the camera. Okay, let's try just sunny mode. Yeah, let's just try sunny mode. And why are there arrows? What's this for? Camera communication failed. Nothing will help. Wow. So that's what it's like, huh? All right, let's do this. Let me find some PETG. And let's see if we can start. How much time do I have? About 30 minutes? All right, let's find some PETG and see if I can start a print and just see how it behaves. So let's do that. Let me see what kind of PETG I even have. As you guys know, I don't really print with PETG, like ever. I do have a lot of it. But I'm cursed by it. Alright, so I have a transparent orange, and then this just regular orange. We'll just use the regular. Do they have a printable door for the side of the machine? Because it's kind of odd to print things like PETG without any kind of door, just in the open. It's pretty humid here. And I do have a constantly running dehumidifier. But it's still odd to be able to take filament, such as PETG, and just have it open on the side of the machine. So I'll take a look in 1 second. Let me just load this filament in there. If you open your eyes every 10 seconds, it'll be live. The other buddy camera can move, right? Oh, okay. So it's the buddy camera's interface, regardless of which one you have. I see. Yeah, okay. Individual photo saved to an SD card. All right.
Box on the screen, right side, full screen. I didn't see that on mine, but I'll take a look again. All right, let's see how this thing works. Oh, it looks like, well, for this spool, I don't have to take this thing out. Okay, so we'll put that back on. And let's load this filament and see how and what it does by itself. Oh, okay. It's homing by itself right away. Loading filament. It's parking. I've always liked the way that they handle some of this stuff. And also, that was a very smooth way to put the filament in. Like, that took... Oh, and it already grabbed it. Very nice. Gotta love it. There's just some things that Prusa just does so, so well. And it's those little things like that. Makes it feel like, you know, even if you love domestic vehicles, for example, it's like when you get into a European car, and just some things just seem, you know, different enough, enjoyable in a different way. That's what Prusa reminds me. You have the new spool cover? Yes, I have the... Oh, like they have a new cover? I wish I could trade all my PTG for Polymaker's new formula. Yeah, I hear good things. The dry box on the side is in the Discord. Nice, Wick. Dude, you're on a freaking roll. All right, let's see what this storage is right here. Whoops. Where did it go? I clicked every button possible except what I wanted. All right, both the installations were fantastic. Oh, I see. We got a full-on... Hey, that's cool. Oh, by the Prusa guy, of course. Look at those legs. Uh-huh. And that holds one? How many plates does this hold? I'm actually probably never going to keep tools in there because I have this, like this tool wall. So I'm kind of second guessing this. It is beautiful looking though. Oh, okay, now I see. There's several. And little drawers right there. That's nice. What a cool design. Whoa! This is a really cool design. All right. I think this is too much for what I'm currently looking for. Super cool, though. Super cool. Okay, let's copy this. Let's paste this. 3 plates on the door? Okay, cool. I saw the one could hold a few plates. Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, this was the other one you guys sent, right? All magnets. This kind of makes me want to print some. Is there some maker board? Why are my words broken? Words and brain. It's not maker board. Stop it. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh, God, my brain. Sometimes I swear, guys, hitting your head is not fun. You should stop it as soon as you can, and try your best not to injure yourself when you're young. Multi-board. Lord have mercy on us all. Multi-board. Is there a multi-board version? Prusa Core 1 multi-board. That's weak though. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so you pop it open like that, and there's storage in there, and this is on the outside. All right, that's better than the first initial. Mullet board. That might be better than what I was calling it. Side storage replaced. Looks like a winner. Yeah.
Yeah, size search for plates. Hold on. There's not this one, not that one. I mean, these are great, but like I said, I'm never gonna hold tools in this machine because it's not my only machine, and I have all the tools on the outside. I would love for it to just hold the plates. I think that's the only thing that I need. Side plates. There we go. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. 6, 5. I don't really need that many. I have 3. Yep, right here. This would be perfect for now. They kind of look like they're leaning in kind of funky. Remixes for what? Less of a lean. Remix of a remix. Side panel mount of 5. Plate holder with rear storage tray. Oh, so just a little thing so you can put a cutter bag there or something. And it's on magnets. 2 sides of 2 sizes. All right, I like this right here. I like this. Mullet board. Ah, I see what you mean. Hey, Canuck, what's going on, man? So the bottom on the printer. Yeah, true. Yeah. It's true. I do have the feet on there, so it is lifted up. I just noticed is Winamp. Yeah. It's so I'm on a Mac, and on a Mac there's an app called Reamp. And it's a Winamp clone essentially, but it uses the official Winamp skins. So if you have the original Winamp, or you go to winamp.com or whatever, or an archive, and you pull some of the original skins that you might have had when you were a kid, like I did, you could still upload them there. So even though it's a Mac app, you still have the full-on, Winamp skins. I have a million. It's not obviously not a million, but I have quite a few songs on here from just video editing, and I own the rights to these on the channel. Let's see how many are on here. Yeah, 248 tracks. You know what I mean? So might as well use them. So I just have it kind of playing on here. You gotta have the EQ. Come on, I used to make Winamp skins. Me too. So if you ever uploaded it to the official Winamp site, which I personally never have, but if you uploaded it back then, it's still there, and you can still download them and still use them. Prusa dry box. Let's see this too. Whoa! Oh, not what I thought. Right. Inexpensive, but this is it reminds me of the Chitty one, the original Chitty ones. Oh, that explains that. There's a hygrometer in there. Okay, so that's a pretty good price, actually. I'm gonna get one of these. Sneezing. I didn't sneeze. I held it too long. My skins were in DeviantArt, of course. No, DeviantArt is still around, still kicking. I guess my subscription to you just got updated today. Oh, well, thank you very much. That's nice. Mega Man. So I used to love these skeuomorphic ones, the ones that look like car radios. And I believe the one that I was using was one that was really similar to what I was actually, what I actually had in my car. Guys, I might have to pull off for just a few minutes. Just for a second. My family needs me for a sec. All right, guys, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to pause the stream here for just a second. Well, I'm not going to pause anything. I'm just going to leave this up.
where it is. Here, let's lock the camera in place, and I'll leave my mic here. I will be actually, you know what? I'll keep the mic where it is. I'll be right back. Oops, I'll be right back. Give me a couple minutes, and then we'll still do the live stream. I mean, we'll do the contest in 15. All right, give me like 5 minutes max. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Thank you guys for staying around. Anyway, let's see. Winamp stand around? No. Yes and no. You can still get it, but no. This is called Reamp for Mac OS. Moving to the front. I should have done it. Missed opportunity. Dang. Nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, Wick, there is that. I did break it. That's pretty funny. Flying bear with the hat. Come on. How long before that PTG gets soggy? Like immediately.
USS Dry Box sank during World War II. Interesting. That is a fun fact. Waiting for number 2 to start dancing. All right. So this is a cool box. I'm definitely gonna get myself one of them. That's cool. I dig it. All right, let's print this. What I want is this. I don't want to open in a Prusa slicer. Can't I do this right here? I thought this was a thing. I'd have to do it on the app, right? On my phone? Can I do it on the phone? I want to do it in the cloud. I want to do the whole thing. Unloading? Why? Why did it unload? Oh, well. Here, so let's go to the Prusa page here. Let's go to... There, printables. We're going to search for Core 1 5 build plate holder. Yep, that's the one. Yeah. All right, so let's click that. And let's click the file. We're going to go to Easy Print. Hit Easy Print on that as well. Maybe you need to log in. Oh, that's what it is. Korea Racebox. That's correct. It's because I'm on Chrome for... When I stream, I use Chrome, but I have Safari for everything, which is where everything's logged in. Zoomy. Just log into browsers to cloud. That's all right. I'm already doing it on here. It seems more fun this way anyway. All right, so print this model. Yeah, we're gonna continue. Yep, we have this. So let's go to material. Select the material. We have... Can I click on this? Yes. Not generic PLA. Let's add PETG. And it is generic. Generic PETG. I believe it's 3D Max. It's not CF, although CF orange would be cool. I do have PETG CF, but that's okay. We'll wait to use that. There's no regular PETG. What's going on here? It's just CF? All right, let me remove the word generic. I guess I can always just keep it. Prusa. It don't matter, right? Is that the only filament that's on here? Yeah. Yeah. For whatever reason, generic is only CF. All right, we'll go to Prusa PETG orange. Right here. Boom. We're gonna do that. Select it. Why can't I select it? Reset. Not PLA. PETG. Oh, here we go. Now we're talking. PETG. Okay, here we go. Did that. I've never done this before, by the way, so it's super fun. But if you don't like basic PETG, get PETG HF, HS. It prints like PLA. Nice. Thanks, David. That sounds like a bot comment. I love your vibe on stream. Thank you. We don't need supports. Disabled. No additional nothing. Infill. Let's change it from grid to honeycomb because fun. Guys, there's 9 minutes left in the giveaway. There's a Polymaker giveaway. Jump in that pinned comment. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, though, regardless of the platform you're watching this on. Okay. Honeycomb, 15 is fine. Walls is 3. That's okay. Yeah, this is all good. All right, I'm cool with all this. Then we go to printer. It says this printer is offline, which is phenomenal. Why are we offline? Why? We're not offline. This thing is online and fine. Yep, it's active. It's all good. Prusa Connect is enabled. Status is online. Prusa Link enabled. Well, let me just click it and see what happens. Also, can I click Add Printer? What if I type in Core 1 Plus? Since we've upgraded now. Able to direct access over LAN? Sure. We'll do it with Prusa Link. Oh, I gotta do this whole spiel. Alright, hold on, let's go back. It thinks it's offline, but what if I just select it and hit print? Let's see, it's adding to queue. Ready for printing? Printer is ready. Okay, now it thinks it's ready. File upload failed. Oh god. Come on. It doesn't have to be like this. What is happening here? No, don't move this thing. Oh, now I jacked it all up. Undo, undo. All right. This isn't going to work on my phone. Okay. No worries. We'll do it. We'll do it here. Let's see if I can log in. Let me pull this off screen here. Sign in. Gosh, I don't remember any logins on this thing at all. All right, here we go. Apparently, I had this saved. All right, so can I print it directly? Easy print. Let's do it. Easy print. Let's see if it works from here. The Core 1 is selected and it's idle. All right, so for whatever reason, it was just specifically that. All right, why are you like this? Wait, what? Is this... Why was it fitting on there but not on here? Wait, what? What? Place on. Hey, you guys. So, are we not going to be able to print this? Why would you design this? What's with the hat? Oh, it's my Prusa hat since we're working on the Prusa. I'm wearing my... I'm a farmer with the Prusa machines on there. 30printsos.com if you want to grab one. And my Prusa hat. Technical difficulty, yeah. Click arrange. More? Clone. Right click? No. Models. Assign color. Oh, here we go. Arrange. Hey. I mean, is that even possible? Can it do that? I don't think this is gonna work. In what world does this thing work? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right there. We did it. That's within the parameters. All right, now we can do a range. There we go. We did it. We did it, guys. All right, let's go back. So material, it's orange, sure. We're doing PETG. It's just generic. I don't think they're gonna have 3D Max on here, obviously. Yep, generic PETG. Let's go to settings. Balance is just fine. This is all good. Honeycomb, because honeycomb and hexagon are bestagons. All good. Let's just print this and go. Flip it on edge. Yeah, coulda, shoulda. Looks red, but the hat is orange. Yeah, the hat's definitely orange. It's just the lights in the room. Core 1, yes. Yep, sure. PETG. To start print, you'll need to load the correct material into your printer. No material loaded. Loading filament. I did that already, but then I clicked the wrong button. So we have PETG, loading filament. Still a super cool process. Still super cool. The fact that I can do it in the browser, I wish it worked on the phone. I wonder what gives. Now, of course, now it says it's idle and not offline. So that's just one of those things where I probably should have turned it off and turned it back on again. You know? Loading filament. We're 30% loaded. What is it? Heating? Yeah, it's heating. Really surprised that obviously there's mods you can do, but I'm really surprised that Prusa didn't go with a different heating block, considering how widespread ceramic hot ends are. Right? Because it would have been heated by now a long time ago. And, you know, this stuff's reliable. Once it's heated, it stays heated, all that stuff. I get it. Also, love to point out how quiet this machine is, just sitting there. It's always literally the worst when a machine is sitting here and the fans are just blasting you for no reason. All right, we are shooting some filament out. And we got orange coming out. There we go. Cool. How much time we got? Oh, 12. Good luck to everyone on the filament. I will draw it as soon as this thing starts printing. All right, is it correct? It is. It is correct. That'll just keep purging a little bit. There it goes. Auto retracting. Sure, sure, sure. And you know, why not a blade? Why not a blade? All right, so this thing should be ready to go. Send it to queue. Print added to queue. And on my machine, it says we're downloading. So what I want to know is when this starts here. All right, let's print. There we go. We're off to the races. Let's go. What I want to know is once this thing starts printing. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that blue bar. We should add one of those to the X1C. I'm waiting on one of those power management blocks for the back of the X1C, by the way, just so you guys know, for those that watched the last stream. All right, so what I didn't pay attention to is how long this would take. Obviously, we're not going to do it during this stream, but I do want to see it start, and then I'll pull a winner here. So, but let's go to the machine.
Let's go to the machine. It says it's idle. It's not really. Let's go to camera. And let's hit play. I want to see. Okay, yeah, so it is current. I can see my hand on the shot. I gotta say, like, the Buddy camera's FHD is super crisp. The problem isn't that. Like, my hand is still in that shot. The refresh rate is the problem. All right, let me copy this URL. What if we put this URL here? Gotta love that you can copy. Open the VLC app? No. Do I even have VLC? Apparently, I have the VLC app. Wow. Okay. Why are we opening this? Your input can't be opened. VLC is unable to open. Okay. Brutal. What if we just do this? No. So you specifically have to have some kind of RTSP client to be able to view it? It's kind of wild. And you can't do it in browser, huh? macOS RTSP client. Side power switch? Nice, thank you. Did it open the vent? That's a great question. Yes, the vent is opened. I did miss it. I thought it was just moving. You missed it opening the vent? Yeah, I did. I need the port number. Zumi, you don't have to do that. Thank you so much, though. I appreciate this very much. Thank you. But you definitely don't have to do that. But thank you. What is still doing? Okay, so it's just it said it was waiting for the bed. The bed's at 85, and now it's doing a heat soak. So you're saying, whoa. Add a 554 in here? No. I'll try it. Yeah, VLC couldn't open. There he goes. All right, so how live is this? All right, that's not bad at all. That looks great, actually. All right, I don't want to... Yeah. All right, so that camera is very wide lensed. So where can we see? We can see this. And the back corner, that's just a reflection of the inside. Yeah, you can't actually see outside of that glass. So, interesting. Zumi wanted you to buy a new hat. I do need to include some kind of hats on my website, though. I don't have any hats on there. Zoomy, very, very aggressive right off the bat. I appreciate it. Let's see this thing print. Heat absorbing. Can I skip? Let's skip. Waiting for hot end. Does YouTube send you a check for $2? How does that work? They take, I think, 30%, and then yes. It might have been more than 30, to be honest. Every platform where you give money to a creator, they take a percentage. I think it's 30, but it might be more. And then not Discord. Patreon has this thing that I hated when they did this. It's if you're on an iPhone and you sign up through the app on an iPhone to someone's Patreon, you actually lose 60% off of that. 30% goes to Apple, and then 30% goes to Patreon. So most of the money, more than half of the money that you want to give to a creator, actually goes to fees. That's brutal. The fact that they didn't eat, the fact that they want to take 30% extra instead of having the app being something that boosts, I mean, that part really rubbed me the wrong way. It is what it is. Canuck, I haven't done it yet. I want this thing to start printing, and then I'll pick a winner, because it'll be the end of the live stream, because we're not going to wait for this thing to print all the way. So 30%, yeah, 30%. Super chats and memberships. Yep, nice. PayPal donation link. I have one on my website at 3dprintsos.com on the bottom. I don't usually ask for those. Like, I don't know. I feel bad, I guess. Like, watching the videos and being there on these live streams is enough. Obviously, donations are great because they're like direct. But it is what it is. I don't. That's why you don't ever hear me say that kind of thing. I'll send you Google gift cards. That sounds like a scam. Hopefully it won't be much longer. No, we're literally doing it right now, Jep. Jep. It's not Jep, but it is. You're Jep today. The shareholder value. Not even for a second. 6 a.m. Early. All right, you know what? Guys? I love you all. I love you supporting me. Let's do the giveaway. Here, let's minimize this. Let's go to here. Let's see how many you guys ended up in it. 72. 72 might be the most that I've ever had in the giveaway. All right, let's do it. All right, let's go to winners. Congratulations. Good luck, everybody. We're going to draw a winner. We're going to draw one winner. All right, did you answer the question? Yes. Let's see. What is going on? Pick winner. We're frozen for some reason. All right, I'm going to wait. I see the winner. You answer the question. I just can't click announce for whatever reason. Oh, there goes. Announce with avatar. Boom. Congratulations to Cooper S. Cooper S is excited about the Index as the upgrade for the printer. I kind of meant the current one, but I wasn't very clear in the question. Like, if you've had an upgrade. But congratulations. Cooper S, are you in the chat? Hey, GTR Dad, what's going on? Tink Live, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Tink. Canuck, is it you for real? You've been yep, I'm in the chat. You've been wanting this for a long time. Well deserved, man. You've been working. I am Cooper. Let's see what number you were. You were entry number 7 out of 72 entries. By the skin of your teeth. By the skin of your teeth, you won. Congratulations. In case you don't know what to do, I think you do, but I'll tell you anyway. To redeem this, please send me an email to fedor@3dprintsos.com. That's FEDOR at 3dprintsos.com. You can also find that email address on my YouTube in the About section. All right. And send me an email with the subject line of today's date and that you won today's giveaway. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reply to you in a day or two with a code and a form. You'll take that code and you'll go into the Polymaker form. You'll put it in and it'll attach that amount or some amount worth, sometimes more than a single spool of filament, to your account. And you'll be able to use that however you wish. All right, so huge congratulations. And happy birthday to Tink Live. Thank you for being here with us on your birthday. That's pretty cool. Yeah, good night, Brian. Thank you for being here, man. This late raid, Maker Deck 30. Some odd people in there chatting. All right, Tulsa, that's a good looking out. We can do that. We can do that. Good night, Sharon. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Huh. You have to go to your other account. I see it now. Right here. It's my birthday in 10 days. Well, there you go. I'm glad I could give you this birthday gift on behalf of Polymaker. Sagittarians. Nice. Cool. Happy birthday to Jedi Spidey. All right. Happy birthday to you as well. Cool. All right, y'all. Well, that was a fun stream. We're going to do a little raid on for the people that are on Twitch. Email sent. Cool. If I don't get to you tomorrow, I'll do it the day after. All right. Still waiting on Clarple. Yeah, my wife has completely stolen it. I haven't seen it since. Like it's upstairs somewhere. Yeah, make sure you bother me about this because I'll bother them about it. Because this one's out of my hands. Like usually I have quite a lot of control, but this one was like I just forwarded the info like they asked and that's it. So in 10 months. Nice. Tulsa, I did not notice that you gave 30. Are those 30 bits? I did not notice, but I see it scrolling in the chat, so I appreciate that. All right, everybody. So there we go. We have ourselves a Prusa Core 1 Plus with a camera in it finally. The bed doesn't seem to be aligned properly. Run Z alignment procedure? Yes. Why is the bed not aligned properly? That's okay. Anyway, we'll get this thing printed. I'll add some magnets in there. We're going to get it going. It's great. The camera does look good for what it's worth. Oh, there he goes. Bottoming it out. Cool. Gotta love that it even detected it. You know what I mean? So, happy birthday, everyone. I love it. Merry Chrysler. That's good stuff. Gotta love it. All right, we're doing some homing again. There is some PETG built up on the nozzle down there, but it's okay. If it does that everywhere using it, it should be okay. That's probably what caused the issue. There's some PETG on the bottom of there. So yeah, we have a cool printer, pretty cool sticker. We have some more stickers on the back. Guys, like I mentioned a couple times, if you are interested in a shirt like this, there's many other designs on there as well, but I made this
It's called I Am a Farmer. There's another version of this if you like another brand. So definitely hit up 3dprintsos.com and check that out. I definitely appreciate any and all support there, because that's direct. That's direct to me. There's no one taking anything. And then if you buy a shirt, I get very little off that, but you get a cool shirt. Like, I'd much rather you have a cool shirt. Or mug. Like this. Also, do I have any coffee in here? Oh. Right there. Right there. Bam. Here's so nice little hot ends. All right, everybody. Thank you all. Congrats to Canuck. Thank you, Polymaker, for sponsoring these streams. Keep an eye out for this. This is just a mock-up of my original design, and this was a PCB way resin 3D print, and the back is a PCB way aluminum 3D print. So we will be building that. I also have the flip version of that with the metal front and transparent back here, and then obviously a full metal and full transparent. So we will be building that with a bunch of LEDs, a whole bunch of other cool stuff. Super excited for this. This is more than a year in the making. Obviously still have to add the buttons in here, everything. I have to insulate the metal from touching everything. Super, super excited. Couldn't be more excited. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Catch you on the channel. Hopefully I make another video that I'm going to be trying to make before the end of this year. It's going to be a real challenge because I have very limited time. But I want to go over all the machines that I've kept from this year and why. Because I think that'll be a cool little summary. Because there's been a lot of machines that have come and gone through here this year. Even though some of you guys might see all the same stuff in the background. I think it'd be cool to kind of go over why I'm keeping it for what's going to change for next year, that type of thing. I think that'll be a fun little retrospective video that still kind of talks about the machines and gives the importance, of why someone with a bunch of 3D printing experience would keep some machine. And I think that'll still help, guide someone along that's interested. So that'll be a good video. Awesome. That's what I'm gonna do. It'll be like one of those where I just move around and talk about it. The bed doesn't seem to be aligned properly again. I need to get that blob off of there. That's what's happening. There's a PETG blob on the tip. Okay, I need a straight version of that. Get off of there. There it goes. All right, there we go. We got that blob off, so yes, try it again. All right. We'll call it on that. Yeah, there's a... Zoomy. Yeah, I have a blob on the tip. It is what it is. Be aware of the blob. Hey, that's a shirt. Check it. Here, I'll show you real quick. 3dprintsos.com. We have the classic. You gotta earn this pretty much. The blob. Here, let's go to the straight one. I know a lot of you guys have been there, and with that specific hot end. Hey, quick trivia before I go. What hot end is that and why? What machine is that from? Use the Core 1 printed plate. Is this from oh yeah, the satin one? Is that a thing, Peter? They did use that on the Aquila Mark 10. The Creality Ender 3. It's a Mark 10 hot end with the MK8 nozzle.
and the screw-in PTFE tube. But yeah, all hand-drawn stuff. I should say mouse-drawn. So anyway, yeah, 3dprintsos.com for a couple of cool shirts. Here's the original farmer that I'm currently wearing. You could look this cool. Look at that. Look at this stance. See that? You guys, hold on. Can I do that? Oh, I gotta put my hands in my pocket. Hold on. There we go. See that? You can be that cool. And why wouldn't you want to be that cool? Anyway, on that note, that's how you know we're going too far. Pair of nippers, yeah, probably. All right, everybody, I gotta get out of here. Have a great night. Thank you all for being here and supporting me. I'll catch you all on the next one. All right, see you later, everybody.